go to this. Please, I am going to show it. I am going to show the hadith. I want all of us to read together. I am going to show the hadith. So I'm going to show it so that it will not be like God's Jenna is lying, because today we want everything to be on live. So guys, please look at this and ask yourself, would Jesus Christ tell his followers to do this? Please guys, let's follow up. More blessing, right, Major? So this is the hadith. This is the hadith. Buhari 50:75. So look at what happened here. Let's all read together. Narrated by Abdullah. Narrated, we used to participate in a holy war. You see it? You see the holy war? And I just saw UTI Dawa on Liz Media going to talk about the holy war. Any video that I do against Islam, he ran to Liz Media to go and rebut her, but he will not accept the debate. Any video I do against Islam, when I talk about women, he will go and do rebuttal on Liz Media. When I talk about holy war, he will go to Liz Media. Instead of him coming for the debate, he will go and sit on Liz Media like a fool, trying to deceive the public. I will remain his greatest nightmare. So you see it, holy war. The word holy, they add holy to it because they want it to be like religious fights. But it's a lie. It's a political system that Satan created. It is not religion. So you saw it. There was nothing like holy war. War is war. Battle is battle. But Satan add holy to it to deceive the people. So they think they are fighting for a god. It's a lie. One day I'll tell you why Satan mixed religious ideology with Islamic kingdom. I'll show you why. It is a political party. But he added religion to it so that it will survive even after the leader is dead. Even after the leader is dead, so that the religion will continue to run. Because the religion, it seems to be something from God to save humanity. But the political system is what is controlling the world. So he added that system to it so that when the leader is gone, the foolish people will still believe that they are serving God. So now listen, holy war. So I'm coming. So guys, let's read together. Today, we used to participate in the holy war led by Mohammed. So Mohammed is the one leading the holy war. You see it? Mohammed is the one leading the holy war. A prophet of God who said he has come to save. And this holy war is not people attacking Mohammed. Nobody attack you. If they attack you, you are a prophet. You have to understand it and preach the message. Before you came to Mecca, there was no fighting like the way that you went to fight the Meccan idol worshippers. So this guy was a military man, a terrorist, claiming to be a prophet. And look at what happened. When they were on the battlefield, and we all know that in the battlefield, you have to go there to fight and kill your enemies. But look at what Ashawo is doing to them. Ashawo is doing to them. Because that is the reward of Islam. When you become a Muslim, your penis will work. Your penis have a lot of job to do. Oh, your penis will do a lot of job. Your penis, penis be upon Allah. Penis be upon Allah. When you become a Muslim, your shahada is penis be upon Allah. Penis. Allah messenger and had nothing with us. So listen. Led by Muhammad, and we had nothing with us. So they are talking about we don't have our wives on the battlefield. On the battlefield, they don't have their wives. What is your wife going to do on battlefield? Go and read history. What are your wives going to do on battlefield? There are women that are trained to serve the military. Sometimes even women don't participate in war. It is only men. So these people are fools. They are not real military men. They only followed Muhammad because of women. Because Muhammad promised them Ashawo. So look at these foolish people on the battlefield. They said, our wives are not here. Why do you want your wife to be on the battlefield? Are you mad? Why do you want your wife to be on the battlefield? Madness in highest order. Because their penis is itching them. Their penis is itching them on the battlefield. If these people take over Ghana, yeah, they will rape all the children. They will rape all the children. You see, even on the battlefield, they are doing holy. Oh, the battle is called holy, but their penis is itching them. Holy war, but their penis is not holy. Holy, but the penis is not holy. The penis want to do the work of Allah. The penis want to do the work of Allah. You see it? You see the wives? They said, we don't have our wives with us. We don't have our wife with us. You see it? You see the wife? So if it is holy battle, why is your penis itching you? Are you fighting with your penis also? Are they fighting with their penis on the battlefield? So why is their penis itching them when they are supposed to be fighting for Allah? You see it? Holy war. Holy war. Holy war battles. So they were on the battlefield fighting. Why is their penis itching them? Because the religion is a shower religion. They followed Muhammad because of penis, not because of salvation. I am giving you the evidence. So those who think we are joking here, please, that is your evidence on the screen. On the battlefield, they say our penis is itching us. Muhammad, please, can you get us something to scratch our penis? So what did they do? They have no choice because their penis is itching them. They said, shall we? Listen. So we said to Muhammad, shall we get ourselves castrated? The fire in their penis was too much that if they don't get any woman to scratch their penis for them, they cannot survive unless they castrate. So they said, Muhammad, the heat in the penis, the spirit of Allah in our penis is itching us so much. The penis has become so rigid. In fact, we cannot concentrate. The spirit of Allah is working in our penis. So please, let us castrate. Let us castrate. Muslims, are you listening? We are telling you the reality, how Islam began. A foolish religion. So the women were the one paying the price. And the Muslim men were the one fighting for Allah. So the women were used as a reward. And the Muslim men were the one doing the battles. So the women will be given as a reward after the men go and kill themselves for a stupid God, a foolish God that doesn't exist. Muhammad is that God. There is no God in Islam. So they said, let us castrate ourselves because our penis is itching us. Allah, our penis is itching us. So Muhammad said, I forbid you guys from castrating yourself. Then he allowed them to do what? Also, then Muhammad allowed the soldiers, a prophet of God, allowing the soldiers to do also. Listen to it. He forbid us and then allow us to marry women temporarily contract. Temporarily. Please, do we have temporal in marriage? Is it not a shower that you pay for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days? Please, guys, let me see in the comment section. Do we have temporal marriage or it is a shower that you have to pay? You pay for 3 days, 3 nights, or 5 days. Also, you see it. So Muslims, where are you? Biblical truth, I see you. I told you. When we start teaching, all of you go to Mecca and kiss the stones. I told you that when I start teaching, you all run to Mecca. So they are not here. There is nothing they can do. Let them continue to run. Yes, marrying them. Somebody doesn't get it. Marrying them. I said, is marriage temporal? Answer me. So in Islam, they use terminologies to cover up for sin. Marriage is not temporal. It is a shower that is temporal. This is a shower contract. On God, more blessing. So you see the foolish Muslim is not getting a picture. Marriage is not temporal. You marry for better, for worse, till death apart you. So that is marriage. Marriage is not something that you marry and say, I am married for temporal. It is a shower that we do it that way. You go to a shower also, then you pay for 3 nights. Oh, let me pay for 3 nights or 2 days. That is also. But when you are marrying a woman, it is not temporal. So my Muslim brother, you see it. When you are marrying a woman, it is not temporal. It is not temporal. It is forever. Forever. That is marriage. So maybe something will happen in the future that you feel like divorcing your wife. But this one there, Allah said temporal. This is from Allah. This is from your God. A shower God. You see it? Where are the Muslims? A shower God. It's a temporal marriage and it's a contract. It's a contract. It's a contract. You see it? This is from Allah. So the religion was built on promising them women. So even on the battlefield, holy war, you see it? Holy war, their penis was itching them. Holy war, on the battlefield, their penis was itching them. So Muhammad has to allow them because, and I'll show you something here that is going to blow your mind. Now listen. I'll show you something that's going to blow your mind. Now let's go back. Let's go back on the screen. Let's go back on the screen. Let me show you guys something. Let's go back. So guys, you see what I just confirmed here? The people wouldn't have fought for Allah if these promises were not given to them. So they are trying to, it's like somebody tell you that, oh, when you work for me, I'll give you this and that. And you are reminding the person. So there are so many ways to remind people that promise you something. That, oh, I promise to give you a woman when you come and work for me. But I have not given you the woman because of out of respect. Then you come and tell me that, oh, boss, I want to go and find another woman. You cannot come and demand the woman because of respect. So you just come and say, boss, I want to go and find another woman and marry. Then the boss will remember and say, oh, forgive me. I promised to give you a wife when you start working. Forgive me, I forgot. So let me arrange this for you. That's what they did. They are telling Muhammad that, Muhammad, you promised us women. You promised us women. So on the battlefield, they are telling Muhammad that you promised us women. So our penis is eating us. We don't have the women. How can we focus? How can we focus and fight for Allah? So we need to castrate ourselves. Castrate ourselves. Then Muhammad said, no. Don't castrate yourself. Go and marry temporarily. Do yourself a service. Go and do olosho. So temporal marriage. So women were the one being used. In the name of a religion, women were the one being used to empower the Ashawo men, the Ashawo Muslims. It was the women that were suffering. So imagine your sister was there. Imagine your mother was there. And this act is going on. You watch your sister married in 3 days. Married in 3 days or 2 days or 5 days. Ask yourself, how are you going to feel that a God is telling his followers to come and marry people temporal? Ask yourself. No, this is, don't put aside emotion. This is how Islam began. Go and marry. So they are coming to marry your sister for 3 days. In our world, when your daughter goes in marriage and then there is divorce. Divorce is something we hate. So we go back to the son-in-law's house and we plead with the son-in-law that whatever our daughter-in-law has done, pardon her, forgive her, so that the marriage will continue, because divorce has destroyed a lot of people's life. Divorce is not something that is good. Look at most of the people that have gone through divorce. Some of them are traumatized. Some of them are going through depression. A lot divorce, you think you are going your separate way, but divorce can mess up your whole life. Divorce can destroy you. The children's life can be messed up. So divorce is something that naturally it's destroyed the world. So our ancestor doesn't like it. They try every possible means to solve marital issue. That is why our ancestors or our grandmothers and fathers, they stayed in marriage for long. It's not because marriage was so beautiful that time. It was because their fathers understood the consequences of divorce, of broken homes, how the children will suffer and how the parents itself them suffer. So they try every possible means to solve the marital problems. So how can a God who is supposed to give humanity peace, who is supposed to get humanity to a place of a better life, who is supposed to help humanity live a good life, is telling us that go and find somebody's daughter? My sister, mommy, I see you, more fire, more fire. A creator telling you to go and find somebody's daughter and marry her for 3 days. Have sex with her, pay her. Have sex with somebody's daughter that he has raised for years. Go and have sex with her and pay her. You see the magnitude of the madness and the foolishness in Islam that we are talking about. This is the beginning of Islam. We have not got anywhere. I'm coming. Let me show you something. Let me drink. This is not the beginning. We have not got anywhere. I am coming. Let me drink water. More fire, Esther, my sister, Elizabeth, Onua, more blessing. Pressing neck member, more fire. I see you, my brother. I'm coming. Let me show you something. We are with the same hadith. I'm showing you something, the same hadith. I'm coming. I'm showing you something, the same hadith. We are on the same hadith. You see, the Muslims are gone. I tell you that they know they are going to hell. What we are doing, we are trying to equip the church, not for them. They know all this. They know all this. They are not there because they don't know this. They know it. They know it, but they don't care. Only the good ones that will come here and say, "Oh God, Shena, take me through it. I want to leave Islam." But 99.9999, they know this. They know it, and they will not leave Islam. So forget about you saying they will leave Islam after hearing this. No. Don't focus on that. Let's educate ourselves, encourage ourselves, equip ourselves. We are not here for that. Because I have debated more than thousands of them. I know their nature. I know who they are. They only want to have access to these things. These things that I am speaking against, this is their prayer. Every time they pray, they are praying for the will of Allah to be done. So they can get many women to marry and sleep around with children. That is their prayer. So the constitution is stopping them. The constitution of United States, of England, of Germany, of Ghana is stopping them. So they will try every possible means to throw away the constitution. So my focus is more on the politicians. This one there is just education for the church. You see, they all run away. You see them, they are not here. I told them there's a difference between demonstrating and teaching and dialoguing and debating. They are all different things altogether. So they know all these things. They know all these things. I'm giving you something. I'm coming. So I'm reading something for you guys. Let me show you. I want to read the hadith. Those that just joined, so that you can get the hadith that I just quoted. The hadith is Sahih al-Bukhari 5075. 5075. Yaupele, I see you. 5075. Muhammad stopped them from castrating. You may think Muhammad was someone that was very sensitive and he was thinking about the people. No. There is another revelation there. There is another revelation, the remedy to more blessing. The reason Muhammad stopped them from castrating is what will lead us into what the women are suffering today in the society. What the children are suffering today is what will lead us into that. Now listen. Listen very carefully. Listen. Listen. People who have been castrated cannot naturally father children. People who have been castrated cannot naturally have children. Okay, somebody is asking for the hadith. I'm coming. Let me get to the hadith. I'm coming. Sahih al-Bukhari 5075. Sahih al-Bukhari 5075. Please, let's put it on the screen because we are building our topic on this hadith. So if somebody can write it on the screen for those that are coming to know. And the topic for today is how women are treated in Islam and the purpose of women in Islam, the role of women in Islam. Without women, there is no Islam. Islam is built on women. The women are the reasons the men are joining Islam. But we join Christianity because of the nature of Christ. The nature of Christ is what is the purpose of our joining Christianity. But the joining of Islam is because of the women, the removing of the panties. The removing of the panties. So without the women, there's no Islam. Without the women, there's no Islam. And they don't also respect them. After they use the women to build this political party, they also trample over them and mistreat them because Satan can never respect women. Aha. So that is the best. So listen to it very carefully. People who have been castrated cannot naturally father children. Castration involves the removal of the testicles, which are responsible for producing both testosterone and sperm. Without them, it is impossible to produce sperm or semen. So what the people were trying to do is to kill their power of having children. They are castrating themselves so that they will not feel that desire anymore. So that they will not look at the religion. Oh. Look at the religion. Oh. I'm coming. Let me show you another one. So if somebody castrates himself, he cannot have children. Mohammed stopped them from castrating themselves for a purpose. I'll show you. Let me show you another one. Let me show you something. I'm looking for it. I'm coming. My phone is a little bit... Oh. Okay. So those that just joined, we are telling you what Muhammad has done to Muslim women. Today, all the Muslim women have disappeared. Though. No Muslim is here. They are here quiet. They should learn. Ah. So let's go to the hadith. Let's go to the hadith again. Let me show you something. Let's go to the hadith. Those that just joined, please, we are talking about Islam. How women are treated in Islam, and without the women, there is no Islam. Nobody would have even followed Muhammad. Oh yes, nobody would have followed Muhammad. Nobody would have followed Muhammad. Sahih al-Bukhari, 5075. So when they said, we want to have sex, a prophet is supposed to do what? We want to have sex. What is supposed to be done? What is the message of a prophet of God? No, you can't do this. We are on the battlefield. Let's fight for our God. You will definitely return back home and you have your women to have sex with. But look at the commandment of Allah, the solution. The solution of a God, a whole God, is go and find somebody's daughter. Marry her for 3 days. Marry somebody's daughter for 3 days. Oh, Jesus. 1.8 billion Muslims are following Islam. How many of them know that this is Allah's knowledge? Allah's knowledge is to let you do a shower. So Muslims were allowed in a particular time in history to go and practice muta, a shower. And this is Allah's commandment to Muhammad, that do not let them castrate themselves, because when they castrate themselves, Islam will decrease. Now listen, Islam is built on this. Let me show you. Write them down. Write them down. No woman, no Islam. Write them down. No women, no Islam. No fighting, no Islam. No giving birth like rats, no Islam. Right? Please write them down. You can write them down. You can. I don't prepare things when I'm teaching. They just come. So you can put them down. I myself, I wish to write them down. Let me get my books so that I can be putting them down and be repeating them. Because the moment I say them, repeating them will become a problem again. So let me try to put them down so that I can repeat them, because a lot of people are now joining. Let me write them down. Let me write them down. These are the real pillars of Islam. Forget about the 5 times, the Hajj and the rest. Those ones are their shadow. They are deceiving the world with that 5 times. These are the pillars of Islam. No women, no Islam. No women, no Islam. That's the first one. No women, no Islam. And 2, no war. It's called holy war. It's not normal war. Normal war in the Bible, nations come and attack Israel, and then God said, go and attack them back to defend yourself. No, that's not what they are doing. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. What they are doing there is a holy war. It's a commandment to spread Islam. Remember, the fight in the Old Testament is not about spreading Judaism. It is about cleaning the system of the world. The judgment of God was passed on the wicked doers. So God wiped them out through the Jews. But it is not for bringing people into Judaism. But the holy war is to spread Islam. You can check Sahih Muslim 1731. Sahih Muslim 1731. You can also check Sahih al-Bukhari 3165. 3165. You can check it. Bukhari 3165. And you can check Sahih Bukhari 4557. 4-5. These are my best quotations throughout my ministry. I have used this verse in all my ministry. I don't change them. They are here. These are the pillars of my ministry. I don't change this verse. They are the pillars of my calling, because I am called to deal with the jihadists. And the last one is Sahih Muslim 22. Sahih Muslim 22. So this is what we call the holy war verses. The holy war verses is to spread Islam. Conquer Turkey. Conquer Iran. Conquer Libya, conquer all those, Egypt, all those countries were conquered, conquer Mecca, to spread Islam. To spread Islam. So it is not about somebody comes to attack you. Who attacked Mohammed for him to go and attack Jerusalem? If it is about fighting people to defend yourself, why are they building temples on people's holy land? Why are they building temples on people's holy land? They build temple on Turkey, holy land. They changed the church into mosque. Jerusalem, they also build their temple there, their mosque. So it is not self-defense fight. Don't let them deceive you. Logic first, not feelings. I see you, my brother. Don't let them deceive you. It is fighting to spread Islam. Fighting to spread Islam. So today what they are doing is that they cannot fight, because the world superpower, Russia, England, US, and China, when they come together, they will crush Islam. They will crush the Arab nations. So Saudi Arabia has submitted to United States. He has invested $1 trillion, because now they feel whatever action they take, they can be destroyed. Look at what happened to Palestine. Look at Palestine. Look at Iran. They bombed their ass. They bombed their ass. So the moment they try doing this holy war, United States of America or England or other world superpower will bomb their ass. So they have to put down the jihadist mentality and be doing dawah. So dawah is a strategy in preparing. You know, when you go to the battlefield, you retreat. The word retreating in battle means I cannot continue the fight. I am losing the fight. So I retreat to prepare myself and come back another day. So the dawah is called the retreating system of Islam. They cannot fight England. They cannot fight United States. They cannot fight China. They cannot fight Japan. They cannot fight Russia, the world superpower countries. So they must retreat. While they are retreating, what are they doing? Their political leaders are planning secretly, building bombs, building weapons, building nuclear weapons. And then the foolish ones like UTI Dawa, Zakanak and the rest, the foolish ones, they are the ones that will come on the field and be doing dawah. The dawah is retreats. We are retreating to prepare more bombs, and then in the retreating, a lot of things happen. That is what we are going into right now. When they retreat, a lot of things happen. Under the retreatment, the penny start working. The penny system is activated. So in the retreats, there are a lot of things they do. One, they start buying our political leaders. They start buying, write them down. They start buying our political leaders with money, the oil money. When they retreat, they start buying our leaders, most of our leaders, not all of them, because some of our leaders are very loyal to the country and they are loyal as Christians. They can't buy them, but they buy majority of them that they can buy. Secondly, they push people to go to the dawah space. So they are investing millions. Millions. That is why Christians must wake up and invest into the apologetic. Because look at the Muslims. When you post a video, they are liking, they are sharing, they are spreading a message, they are liking, they are promoting a video. Some of the videos you see, it is Muslims that pay money to promote it. They pay money for TikTok to promote it. You can do it on my videos. If you see a video that is very powerful, you can actually pay money to promote the video on from your angle. So this is how they do it, to spread Islam through dawah, because they have retreats. The sword is not working, they can't fight. So they have to retreat and they come and do dawah. And in the dawah, they are also doing penis dawah. So we have type of dawah. We have the dawah of knowledge, the dawah of penis. The dawah of penis is when they activate Quran chapter 4 verse 3. Quran chapter 4 verse 3, and they start marrying many women when they cannot take care of them. They can't take care of the women, but they must marry them to spread Islam through the penis. So the penis dawah and the knowledge dawah, they are two. So some of them are busy. You see on the streets, all the children you are seeing on the streets, president, our president, his excellency, all African president, listen to me. The children on the street today, they are future terrorists. The children that are begging on the street today, they are cocaine dealers. They are weed smokers. They will become armed robbers. I'm telling you, there is no future for them. There is no future for somebody that is always begging on the streets. And the father will not stop having sex. The father will continue to give birth like rats because the women are plenty. In the Zogo community, you find women anyhow, you start sleeping around with them and start giving birth like rats. So you see a lot of people on the streets begging. They are all future terrorists. That is the second dawah. The penis dawah. So that is what they are doing to our youths. When they meet our youth, they tell them that become a Muslim, you will get women. We will give you women to marry. You can marry more than 3. It's not Christians that you stick to one women. So they are using the women to deceive our youth. So when you join Islam, you start doing penis dawah, penis dawah. Listen, so we have the retreat dawah, and in the retreat dawah, there is something we call the knowledge dawah, which youth dawah is doing it lying here. Doing lying dawah, Shekawa and the rest. But most of them are doing the penis dawah. The penis dawah, I saw a video, I think Iraq on Iran, the guy said he has 87 children. 87 children. What? 87 children, something. Have you seen that video? Have you seen that video? The man has almost 87 children, 20 something wives. Have you seen that video? On the media, something like that. And the other guy said he only has one wife, and the man is laughing at him. And one thing about the Muslim leaders is that they don't obey Quran 4:3. Yes, really more blessing. You don't know this. Muslim leaders don't obey Quran 4:3. I tell you, they are marrying 11, 12, 5, 6. They are not obeying the Quran 4:3. It is only the Muslims, but the leaders are marrying more than 3. Go to Dubai, go to some of Iran and the rest, Afghanistan and the rest. The Muslims marry 7, 8, 6. They marry more than 3. The leaders, most of them. Most of them. I heard even one of the leaders of Dubai, he has 6 wives or something. One of the leaders in Dubai, he has 6 wives. So that is the penis dawah. They must do the penis dawah, give birth plenty. And then when they give birth plenty, the children become bastard, illiterate. So they start going to the ghetto, selling weed, selling cocaine, becoming prostitutes. You see, most of the Muslim prostitution is different from the ordinary prostitutes. And the Muslims that are into prostitution, it is different from the ordinary prostitutes. You know, the ordinary prostitutes, you see them showing their nakedness, showing their breasts, showing their thighs. But the Muslims, when they go into prostitution, they cover up, but they don't wear panties. Those days when I was in the ghetto, when I was living in the ghetto, some of them will come, I will be there, they come with jarabia, they carry them inside. They don't wear panties. And you hear a lot of the boys saying it. Hey, this one they don't wear panties. So this one, the moment they come, you bend them up, you remove the jarabia, you give it to them, you pay your money, then you are good to go. Aha, no panties. Aha. And when I went to Kumasi too, when I had an issue with one man of God in Kumasi, Kenyasi police station, there was a guy that came there and was saying the same thing, that the case that brought them there is one lady that his friend went to sleep with, and they want to abort the child or something, and the police arrested them because of that. And the lady is a Muslim. She came there when not wearing pants. She's not wearing pants. She came to knock herself, collect the money, and went away. So one moment the other day, a partial is tatatawa. They come, they don't wear pants, they wear everything long, no brazier, no pants. The moment they get into the room, they shower, they remove the dress, they take their money, they are good to go. So you go to the Zongo community, you get a lot of the Muslims, not all of them, some of them are decent, some of them are very respectful, but majority of them are into this behavior. In fact, most of them will walk around, nobody will marry them. It's only going from one man to one man. In fact, the women are suffering. The women are suffering in the Zongo. I'm telling you, I've lived with them. I know them. I have a friend, Mustafa, Ishmael, and the rest. Go to the Zongos. Most of them, they will just give birth with no husband. No husband. There is no system that is governing the Zongo community. There is no system that is governing the Muslim world. They just give birth anyhow, and the husbands are not taking care of the children. They are not there. Because these boys, they don't have anything to do with their life. Their fathers have married 4, 3, 2, and their fathers couldn't take care of them. They have to hustle themselves. So a young man coming up who has hustled for 15 years, 20 years, has nothing. You think he's going to wait to marry? No. He also start doing what his father did. He also start doing what the father did. What the father did. The father went by knocking other women, not having money to take care of them. The father went to be knocking them and give birth like rats. So he is a victim of Allah's stupid commandment. Then he also carry it from there. The son will also start what his father did by sleeping around with the ladies there. So sometimes they don't marry them. They have sex with them, have children, and then when they have money, they give to the children. But they are not your husband. I said the day people will go to the Zongo community and start investigating what is happening there, you will cry. No future. No future. No future. The way they are sleeping around, smoking here and there, is so sad. All because of the system of Allah. The system of Allah. So Muhammad told them, do not castrate. Do not castrate. Find yourself a shower women. Find yourself a shower women. Guys, do you know that there was a guy that came here? He said, no, he didn't come here. He called me rather. And another also came here to say it. So we have 2 testimonies. Kratos, I see my brother. The guy said, Libya. What the Muslims love is porn movies. We are starting. We are just starting. You will be shocked today. The things that we will talk about. The guy said the Muslims, what they love most is porn movies. Porn, he said they like Libya. He said when he went to Libya, they promised him women. He said when they go to the cinema, they have a big place. They only go and watch porn movies. Most Muslims, so these are not bad Muslims. So real Muslims, they have a theater where they go and watch porn movies. Muslims. In Libya. He said they promised him women. They said they will give him a beautiful woman. The guy said, no. He's a Christian. He cannot give up on our Lord Jesus. He cannot give up. Islam is a beautiful religion. We will show you the beauty today. We will show you the beauty of Islam today. When that beauty you are talking about, we will show you the beauty today. They know it. They know it in the Zongo community. My brother, only few are coming from a decent home. When we were going to school, some of those few ones are our friends. Decent. The way they speak, decent. They carry themselves well. They are some like that. But 99% of them are living this life. Smoking, humanizing, also. They are indulged in so many things. So when Muhammad said, do not castrate yourself, they retreat to do the penis dawah and the knowledge dawah. And in the knowledge dawah, there are two things involved. If you cannot debate, threaten the person. So write it down. In the knowledge dawah, we have two dawah in the retreating. So when they retreat, because they cannot fight now, United States will bomb them, Israel will bomb them, Russia will bomb them, UK will bomb them, China will bomb them. So they retreat. What do? They retreat in dawah to do dawah. And in the dawah, I show you the two types of dawah. The penis dawah, and the knowledge dawah. The knowledge dawah. And in the knowledge dawah, there are two things involved. In the knowledge, when they cannot defend Muhammad, they threaten you. They threaten you or they lie. So there are two things in the knowledge dawah. As a Muslim, you must understand these things. It's either you learn to lie or you threaten. So those that have followed me for years, you know all these things. When you are beating them in a debate, they start, Yaro, you don't respect them, Yaro, you insult our prophet, my brother, and we will go fit there for Muhammad, we go fight you, my brother. If you don't stop that, you be careful. My brother, be careful. Because if you don't stop what you do, what we go do you, brother, we will go fit die for our God, that is it. When they cannot defend, they start threatening. And if they want to defend too, they lie. Takia. Exactly, Long John, Takia. How can you tell me you reject Buhari? You reject Sahih Buhari. You reject Sahih Muslim. You reject Hadith. How do you understand Islam without Hadith? Some people say they are Quran only. How do you understand Islam without Hadith, my people? All your scholars believe in Hadith. You come here and tell me, I am Quran only. I will slap you. Your penis will raise to Mecca. Asia. Now you believe only in Quran. Did that send you to believe a raping religion? You believe in Quran. How did you know how Muhammad received the Quran? How did you know who Muhammad is? The life Muhammad was living before he became a prophet. Without the biography of a person, you cannot believe that person's life. Because you need to know who the person is to accept him. I wanted to do good, more blessing. I see that I am Quran only. Shameless dogs. Shameless people. I shower people. I am Quran only. Come and tell me you are Quran only. I will slap you. Your penis will ejaculate and then go and urinate on the Kaaba. Your penis will ejaculate to go and urinate on the Kaaba. Come and tell me this nonsense. Lord is well, my blessing. Asia. You tell that when he met me. Did you see how I destroy him on chain of narration? Chain of narration. Did you see how I destroy him? I will post that video. The chain of narration, I destroyed you Tiadawa on it. But when he met Dominic, he was still doing the same thing. And Dominic was laughing. Hey, that guy, I think there's problem with his brain. Because Church of Christ, they don't believe in the Holy Spirit. They don't believe in the giftings of the Holy Spirit. They don't believe in prophecy. So those that are following this guy, they are not having brains. Because a church that doesn't believe in the Holy Spirit, don't believe in prophecy, don't believe in all giftings of the Holy Spirit. When you are in trouble, you run to pastors that can prophesy, can pray. But you are following a pastor who doesn't believe this. As you in my presence, he was trying to hide. This is not authentic. I say, hey, calm down, boy. Calm down, brother. Calm down. I'll praise your throat. Calm down. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. I cook him left and right. You can do is corrupt in my presence. Is corrupt. The hadith is not authentic. I have told you, every hadith is authentic. The chain narration you are talking about, I will post that video then you understand. So guys, now let's continue. Let's continue. So you see what I told you. This is the system of Islam. This is the system of Islam. So it is the women that were used to encourage the men. It is not salvation. It is not exactly logic first, not feelings. That's it. It is not salvational. The way people are thinking, we are going to heaven. No, it was women. And today too, it is women. So on the battlefield, they were asking, big penis, Mohammed, satisfy our penis. How can I, Jesus? A prophet lead his followers into the battlefield to fight. Then these people are saying, our penis is itching us. Our wives are not here. We want to castrate ourselves. The prophet is supposed to be slapping them and be beating them. Are you mad? Are you here to fight, or you are here to have sex? Are you mad? David would have done the same thing. David would have shouted on them. But what did they do? Muhammad said, Mashallah. This Muhammad, when they were saying they want to have sex, peace be upon Muhammad. Huh? Here comes the word of Allah. Find yourself any woman you want and then marry them for temporal. Marry them for temporal. Marry them for temporal. Aktabil. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Aye. Then you see them. Muhammad. That is right. Aye. Go and commit adultery. Go and do also. You have wives in your house. You guys have been married. You have wives you've left at home. And the prophet is telling you, forget about your wife at home and go and marry other women temporarily. Hey! So Muslims, which kind of God will do this? You left your wife at home that you are going to fight in Togo. Then your penis is itching you and you want to castrate. And the prophet of God said, find the Togolese women and marry them for 3 days or 5 days and knock them and pay them. When the 5 days is over, divorce them. Are you not cheating on your wife? The women that you married before you went to the battlefield, did you marry them temporarily? Did you marry those women temporarily for 5 days or 3 days? Or they are your wife forever? That is the marriage God instituted. Till death apart us. That is the marriage God instituted. So they had wives and they left their wives at home to go to the battlefield. So because Muhammad said go and find other women, you are going. You will not use your brain. You see, I told you God gave men 2 brains. I always tell you, God gave men 2 brains. Every woman have 1 brain. We will have 2 brains. Do you know what the other brain is? One is here, one is down there. One is here, one is down there. So, when you don't have the Spirit of God, this one will be working and this one will not work. You forget that you have a wife. You forget that you have a wife you need to be faithful to. So this one will be the second brain. It will be working whilst this one is not working. So the Muslims, their penis is another brain. So when you are telling them these things, the penis is working, so they don't listen. Their brains are not working because the penis brain is the one working. The penis is the one working. No, I'm telling you, you don't know a man whose penis is the brain. You don't know those men. They don't respect their women. Like Abraham the Moshe. Abraham, this one, he has thrown it away. It is not even there anymore. He has thrown it away, and this one is the one working. And he has confessed it, that his movement is called Olosho movement. They do the women shegelege. Come and DM me, I will serve you well. So Abraham Moshe is now, he's servicing the women in common sense. Like Mohammed did in Buhari. If you are a woman and you want to give yourself to me, come, I'll give it to you. It's in the hadith. I will show you right now. If you are a woman and you want Muhammad to satisfy you, come and give yourself to Muhammad. It is not a sin. Muhammad will knock you well, satisfy you well. That is Abraham and Moshe for you. So Abraham and Moshe is the Muhammad of common sense family. He is the Muhammad of common sense family. He said, today, I'm not marrying anymore. I'm going to do the women shegelege. Do you know what shegelege means? It means I am carrying my penis on my neck. Adwa, pine. Fosti, pine. Esther, pine. Fatima, pine. Ashetu, pine. Amina, pine. Daniela, pine. That is Abraham and Moshe movement. Shegelege. Esi, pine. Ama, pine. Ya, pine. Daniela, pine. Fatima, pine. Aisha, pine. Amina, pine. That is common sense family. Shegelege. Shegelege movement. Shegelege movement. Amita was a Lizzie pie. So, another song for the common sense. Another song for the common sense. Abraham Penis, Lizzie pie, Amina pie, Aisha pie, Daniela pie, Ya pie, Ama pie, Aisha pie, Fatima pie, Aisha pie. Abraham will say pie. See us a pie. Ekria pie, Lizzie pie, Amina pie, Fatima pie. So, because the penis must work, how can they reason? What did they hear the debate saying? The person who, you see, this one is not working. It is the down one that is working. Oh yes. No, if you don't believe what I'm saying, ask any cheating man. Ask any man that is cheating. When they are cheating, their brain doesn't work. A man whose brain work does not cheat. Do you know why you don't cheat? Because the woman that is going to serve you, whatever the woman can do for you, your wife can do better than her. Your wife that you have married in the house, she can do better. All the sexy clothes that Ashawo is wearing, your wife can look good in that dress in the house. Buy them for her. And then you will see the beauty of your wife. This also, he is sharing his body in the town, showing his nakedness to the public. So those women, we don't marry them. We knock them and we push them to another man. We knock them like common sense family members. When Abraham knock, he push it to solid ground. Solid ground knock, he push to Yahuda. Yahuda knock, he push to Ancestral. So they share the women. You knock them, you push for me. Gala. It's called gala. When I was in the world, we used to call those things gala. That's how they call it in the ghetto. It's called gala. So this one will knock it, then push it to you. You knock, you push it to this one. That is what they are doing. That is what they are doing. So they don't respect women. That is why whenever you tell them something, they don't listen. When they listen to you, they will lose their brain, the down one. But I can tell you, if you want to succeed, you must learn to tie your penis. If you're a man, listen to me. Women, don't joke with women. All the great men in history, they fell because of playing with women. Huh? They fell because they played with women. Mohammed was poisoned and was killed because he played with women. Solomon lost his throne because he played with women. David lost his honor because he played with women. I said, play with women and you see your end. Play with women and you see how you end. Don't ever. Samson also played around and he look at his end. He went to date the enemy. He went to date the enemy, which you know is not possible. How can you go out with the enemy? You will fall. You will be destroyed. So don't joke with women. There are some women that respect themselves. When you meet some of those women, respect them. Treat them as treasures. Don't joke with them. Me, I can tell you, when I mean my marriage, there is always fire on the mountain. I'll tell the fact. Me, the way I am, that's the way I am in the house. I am very principled. Both my wife, me, I don't have authority over my wife. No. We share the same power, but we all must do the right thing. We respect each other, but we must do the right thing. If you break the rules, you will be rebuked. I will not spare you. So me, my marriage is always argument. We argue, we fix. We argue, we fix. But that doesn't mean I should go and bring in another woman. It's a sign of building a strong marriage. To build a strong marriage, you have to argue always. You don't sweep the things your wife do under the carpet. It will pile up, and if you don't take it, you kill your wife and go to prison. When your husband is wrong, tell your husband. And a sensible husband will be ready to admit his mistake and apologize. Don't go and follow a stupid God like Allah. When there is marital issues, he says, stab your woman of sex. Don't sleep on the bed of your wife. When she doesn't repent, beat her. A foolish God. Beat your wife. Go to the second wife. Don't sleep on the same bed. Go and knock the second wife. A God who runs away from problems and cannot solve the problem is a stupid God. I don't need such God. Me, if you are my wife and you are having problems and you say, I want to go and stay with my mother. Foolishness. You are not going anywhere. You want to go and stay with your mother. We will solve the problem. Why didn't you go to your mother when everything was normal? When everything was normal, why didn't you go to your mother? Because we are arguing, you want to run. You are not going anywhere. You will stay. We will solve the problem. There must be peace before you leave the house. Because we are people of God. And whenever there is misunderstanding, we must sit down and find the problem. We must always learn to find the problem. If you are a child of God and you cannot find where the problems are coming from, you are a foolish Christian, is that? That's why the Bible says, do not marry unbelievers. Do not marry unbelievers, because unbelievers, even believers, we are struggling to understand them. How much unbelievers? Even believers, when there are issues in marriage, it is difficult to solve them. Look at how many pastors have divorced their wife. Look at how many men of God, women of God, musicians that have divorced their husband. You think marriage is a joke? So we must learn to fix marital problems. The next guy you are going to date, he will be worse than your husband. The next lady you are going to date, she will be worse than your wife. Fix the problem. You are a human being. Fix the problem. Find the problem. Fix the problem. Stop moving like a housefly from one woman to the other woman. No woman is perfect. No man is perfect. Fix the problem with your wife. If your wife is not allowing herself, then whatever she wants to do, let her do it. The Muslims join Islam. You don't use your brain. You come here, you see today the comment section. You see that? You see? No, guys, are you seeing the comment section? No, are you not surprised? No, guys, look at the comment section. Who said the common sense and Muslim, they don't know the truth? Who said they don't know the truth? No, look at the comment section. My brother, look at the comment section. You hear me? We don't hate anybody. We don't hate anybody. But we will not allow people like Muslims and common sense to run away and be blaming the Bible to sin. No. We will not give you booyah shower Islam. There's nothing in Islam. Come and show me. A prophet of God is telling you to go and do ashawo. Go and do ashawo. And you can't tell the prophet, I am married. My wife is at home. And even the 4 women that you have to marry, it is not temporal marriage. The Quran chapter 4 verse 3. Go and read it. Quran 4, 3. It is not temporal marriage. It is proper marriage. Proper marriage. You don't bring in a second wife and then let the first wife go. No. The first wife must stay as a married woman. The second wife must stay. The third wife must stay. But the one Muhammad said they should do, it is ashawo. It's called ashawo. Temporal marriage. Ashawo. It is ashawo. So in a point of the Muslim's life, Prophet Muhammad allowed his followers to do ashawo. And he called it marriage. You have your wife. Yeah, Jesus. Knowledge. Lack of knowledge, my people perish. Lack of knowledge. How can a group of people believe that a prophet can tell you to go and do ashawo and he is from God? No, what life was the people living that time? What life? Start thinking about it. What life were they living that Muhammad said, go and do ashawo, marry people's children temporarily. Once you have wives at home, you are on the battle to fight. Your wives are at home praying that you don't die on the battlefield, and you are there satisfying yourself. You are there looking for people's daughters to marry them temporarily and have sex with them and pay them. And pay them. And this is Allah's commandment. Hey, Muslims, you people, if you don't leave Islam, your weakness is you will not take over the country. We will let you cry. I know you will not leave. Whatever I'm saying is stupidity. I know. I am a madman. I'm just shouting. I know. I'm a stupid man. Yes, Jesus is not God. Yes, I know. That's the argument. So Jesus is not God. So this thing that I'm telling you, it makes sense to you. Because Jesus is not God, according to you, this thing that I'm telling you, it makes sense. What has Jesus is not God got to do with your prophet telling you to do ashawo? Is it not better to worship a woman that says live a righteous life, be faithful to your wife, do not fornicate, do not commit adultery, than follow Mohammed, who claimed that Allah is the only God you should worship, but Allah said go and do ashawo? Fuseni, you child that one say you will not debate me. Fuseni, he said he's afraid, so please go and tell him on his platform. Are you third wife or second wife? Fuseni, I am defending you. And he's a man. Oh, another ashawo. I thought he's a woman. Fuseni, please go and tell you the other one that we are waiting. He has debated Pastor Dominic. He should come and face the general. And when he meet me, he should stop me from cross-examining him. When he meets me, like he did with Pastor Dominic, he should stop me from cross-examining him. And Kaobeum. So Fuseni, I don't know anything. Okay, guys, bring Fuseni or block him. I've been waiting for any Muslim to come. So the Muslim women, you are reward. Mono Islam no mon count. You know, say your brains are deficient. You imagine in Juma. That verse, when you get to a point, he said because the women are having deficiency in their mind, because a man yare, and the women agreed that yes, we have deficiency in our mind, lack of knowledge. A prophet that says go and do ashawo cannot come from God. So this is telling you that Mecca was a land of Ashawo. They go around the Kaaba with naked body. So a country or a town that goes around, they are ritual stones. Doing rituals by going naked. When you want to deceive them, it's easy. When you want to deceive them, it's easy. Because how can you be going around Kaaba with naked, no brazier, no clothes? So if you want to deceive people like that, it is what? Women. And Muhammad saw through it. Because he saw that, these people, what they love here is Ashawo. They love Ashawo. They love women. There is one hadith that Muhammad's wife was going to toilet. And someone was standing there saying, I see you, I see you. Then the hijab was revealed. Muhammad's wife was shitting. Then another Muslim was standing there saying, I see you, I see you. Hey! My people, that it is a porn hub. How can your prophet wife be shitting and then you'll be standing there and be saying, I see you, I see you. You see your prophet wife. You see your prophet wife when she is shitting. Then Muhammad will go and have sex. Then the Muslims will be giving him fans. Ya Allah, Rasul Allah, Muhammad, Rasul Allah, you knock women the whole night. You have the strength of 30 men. Saleh wala salam, Saleh wala salam, Saleh wala salam. Kutam, 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 kutam. Then you see Muhammad. You knock your wives. And Muslims are chanting and praising you that you have the strength of 30 men. What evidence do you want again? Muslim women, you are being used. When your sheikhs come to our community, they tell the youths that when they come to Islam, you guys will become a gift. One Muslim woman asked a question. He said, Allah said he's a jealous God. But Allah don't care about our feelings. If Allah don't want any partner, and Allah claims he is sensible, why does he want us to share our husbands with other partners? That's why there's no verse in the Bible that says you can marry 4 or 2 or 3. But there is a verse that says God made the two one. God made the two one. Male and female, wife, husband and wife becoming one. And look, Matthew 19. Jesus said, in the beginning, he made them male and female, and the two shall become one. So return back to perfection. Marriage is about one woman, one man. When you practice polygamy, you allow your children to become bastards, vagabonds, criminals. Polygamy is a disease. Go and check the life of David. How his sons were killing themselves. Because of polygamy, Joseph's brothers nearly killed him. Because of polygamy, look at what happened between the children of David, Absalom and his brothers. They were killing each other, fighting each other. Polygamy is a disease. Even you coming from one mother, one father, they are still misunderstanding. How much polygamy marriage? You kill yourself. So polygamy divide your attention. As a parent, you must focus to take care of your children. That is why God made it 1 year. So somebody will give birth every year. Fine, that one is there. But some people, they give birth after 3 years, after 5 years. You get time to prepare for the next one. But if you have 3 wives, 1 year you have 3 children, you'll be devastated. Look at the road. Muslim women that are watching me, look at this video. Guys, please look at this. That Muslim women that are watching this video, please look at this. Please watch. Muslim women, please watch.
Do me like say Shaggy, get them, you go do them like Judy.
What is this? Madness. Pure madness. Pure madness. Pure madness. Look at this.
Get them, you do me like say Shaggy, get them, you go do them like Judy.
No, guys, Muslim women, this is disrespect to women. Oh. How can you treat women this way? This is called mental slavery.
Get them, do me like Shaggy, get them, you go do them like Judy.
The Muslims are crying. They will report it and report. They should cry.
Get them, you do me like Shaggy, get them, you go do them like Judy.
Oh, Mr. President. Mr. President, we beg, save the Muslim women. They are going through things. Their hijab, they are going through things. Their husbands are beating them every day and they cover it with the hijab. Mr. President, please, His Excellency, do something for the Muslim women. They are crying day and night. They are crying day and night. And people like UTI Dawa with his smelling cup will come and sit there and be speaking against them. UTI Dawa will come and be speaking against those women that are fighting for their rights as women. So you are only used to spread Islam. You are only used. So it is round about time the Muslim women stop telling their husbands to only stay with them. And all the women, when you are going to marry the man and the man says, I'm married, don't marry him. That is how you can liberate yourself. I know you don't want to leave Islam, but you are proving that Allah is stupid by giving Quran 4:3. Because the children on the road, they are not able to take care of them. They are not able to take... Mr. President, we must do something about Islam. The way they give birth anyhow and can't take care of their children, they are breeding terrorists. Remember, Satan finds job for those that they have nothing to do. So the children that are on the street begging, what will they do in the future if nobody gives them the money anymore? If they go on the roadside and a time comes and nobody is giving them anymore, what will they do? They will become armed robbers. They will become criminals. They will become terrorists, go into the forest and start kidnapping people. Mr. President, His Excellency, this is my humble plea. Let's start investigating the Muslim community. The drugs that is going on, the smoking, this character is all bumped up of polygamy. The polygamy now, even poor people are marrying more than one. Poor people. And they know they cannot take care of their children. But it's all about pennies. Penis. So Islam was built on women. Share the women. Share the women. Muhammad can have countless women. Muslims can also have 4. And they can have slave women. Slaves women aside with their 4 wives. They can have slave women. How can you tell me a God say go and cheat on your wife and do temporal marriage? When you are done with those women, divorce them. Use your penis to spread Islam. Give birth what you know you can't take care of them. Now my last verse. My last verse, the Quran verse 3, I'm showing you that it's not from God. Let me show you. Let me show you something. So all the Muslim women, you have to fight this Quran verse. You are doing well by fighting Allah for letting your Muslim men marry 4-4 or 3-3. Let me encourage you today. Let me show you guys something. There is something I want to show you. Now listen to this. The Muslim women that are fighting the polygamy, please, this is your verse. I'm showing you that this is not from the Almighty God. I'm showing you here. Because you'll be reading this verse. This is what they have been using to marry you guys. And try to hurt you guys in marriage. But this verse is not from God. It's from the devil. I'm showing you. Wait. Look at this. Look at the verse. I'm showing you. Let me put it here. Okay, let me show the verse on the screen. I want to teach them something. I'm coming. So Muslims, you see, look at the verse. I'm showing you something in this verse that proves that God did not reveal this verse. This is from Satan to slave you Muslim women, to treat you like good for nothing. And Muhammad said you have deficiency in your mind. So only those with deficiency in their mind will accept this. But I know most of you guys are waking up. So this is your verse. Listen. If you fear you might fail to give orphan women. This is Quran 4:3. You see it? Quran 4:3. If you fear, you might fail to give orphan women their due rights. If you were to marry them, then marry other women of your choice. 2, 3, or 4. So this is Allah, the stupid God endorsing polygamy, knowing the consequences of polygamy marriage. But this stupid God still endorse it. Listen, now here comes the message. If you are afraid you fail to maintain justice, it's a lie. This God doesn't speak this way. This is from Satan. If you, no man will think about this verse when he wants to go into polygamy. All men will think about their penis, not justice. So Allah, knowing that our nature is supposed to know best, that the moment you said we should marry 2, 3, or 4, no man is going to be afraid whether he can take care of them or not. When the penis brain is working, men don't think about whether they can take care or not. Allah, you said you created us, but you don't know us. When the penis brain is working, men doesn't think about whether you become pregnant, they can take care of the children or not. They will only tell you you will not be pregnant before you realize you are pregnant, and the children become school drop-up, smokers, and robbers. So Allah saying, if you are afraid, you will fail to maintain justice among all the 4 women, then only marry one is a stupid commandment. Why don't you tell me to marry one by your commandment? What will marrying 4 do to me? Will that give me salvation? What I can do with the 4 women, I can do with 1 woman. Every style the 4 women can give me, 1 woman can give me. Anything the 4 women can do, the one woman can do it. Why do I need 4? If one can do all that the 4 can do. This is a stupid God. This is a stupid God insulting women. Polygamy is from the pit of hell. God never initiated it. Look. So the Muslim men today, they are giving birth like rats. They don't care whether they can take care of the children or not. They marry them and then they give birth like rats, and the children are on the street begging. The children become school dropouts. They don't go to school. 20 years, 25 years, they become armed robbers. They become terrorists in the society. Start killing and fighting people for Allah. So you see it now. Allah is supposed to have known best that when he asked them to marry 3 or 4, and he asked them to make sure they can take care of them, the Muslims will not make sure they can take care of them. When the penis is itching, like the Buhari, when their penis was itching, Muhammad forgot to tell them their wives are at home. Muhammad didn't tell the Muslim that your wives are at home. Endure. Tie your penis on your thighs. When you go home, you go enjoy your wife. Muhammad said they should do a shower. They should do a shower, temporary marriage. So why is Muhammad here acting as if the Muslims will obey him and marry the 4 if they can take care of them? Whilst you know the nature of Muslims, that even on the battlefield, they want to go and do Olosho. And he allowed them to go and do Olosho. Even on the battlefield, they are doing Olosho. So how can people like that be justice? How can they treat the women equally? They can't take care of them, but they will marry them because most of the women have nothing to do in the Zongo community. Most of the women have nothing to do in the Zongo community. I'm telling you, most of them need just 40 cities to start job, to start work. Most of them need 50 cities. They need just $20 to start work. They don't have anybody to help them. Pure poverty in the communities. Poverty rate in the Muslim community is very high. There is no job in the community. Beggars everywhere. Children are dropping out of schools. All because of Allah. Polygamy. So polygamy is something that comes of the greedy of men. When men have too much money, they want to marry more than one. So Allah is supposed to have known best. If the men want to marry more than one, it is up to them to do it. But God is supposed to tell you that stay with one. Stay with one because one is good for you. When you marry more than one, you bring trouble to your home. You bring problems to your house. Your children should become fighters of properties and be killing each other. But here Allah is rather encouraging the human nature. Encouraging the human nature to marry 4 or 3 or 2. But if you are afraid, you fail to be injustice. Even Muhammad himself failed. How much the Muslims? The leader of Islam failed. The second wife, Sauda. When Sauda became old, Muhammad wanted to divorce Sauda. Muhammad wanted to divorce Sauda because she was old. She was no more attractive. And Sauda saw it and realized that if Muhammad divorced her, she ain't going to get any man to marry her because she was old. So Sauda pleaded with Muhammad that please don't divorce me. Keep me by your side as a wife. But don't come and treat me as a wife. Don't come and do your responsibility by coming to have sex with me, by coming to stay with me. I give my time to other women. And Muhammad said, okay, if you don't want me to come and have my responsibility with you and come and treat you as my wife, then I'll keep you as my wife. Look at these wicked prophets. You are telling the Muslim that if they are afraid, they cannot be just with the 4 women, they should marry only one. But you yourself, you were planning to divorce one of your wives, Sauda, who was old. And Sauda said, I know I am old and you want to divorce me. Please, my time that you come and spend with me, I give it out. Go and spend with other women so that you can continue to keep me as a wife. And a wicked prophet like Muhammad is telling Sauda that yes, he agrees. He agrees. He agrees to keep Sauda as a wife, but will never pay his responsibilities to Sauda. Never pays his responsibilities to Sauda. How can you claim this man is from God? A wicked man who disrespected women, who never honored women. A wicked man like Prophet Muhammad, who treated women harshly, called them mad people, they are sick, they are like dogs. Used them as sex toys. They became a reward for the soldiers on the field that were fighting for the stupid God Allah. The women became a reward for the Muslim men. When their penis is itching them, go and find women and marry them for temporarily. Find women and sleep with them and pay them temporarily. How can this come from God? Muslims, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Yes, wake up. I'm telling you, I'll remain your nightmare. Nobody hate you Muslims. Keep your feelings aside. Let's listen. Even your own prophet, instead of sleeping with Aisha and doing his responsibilities, he want to sneak in the middle of the night. And Aisha was monitoring Muhammad that, hey, this guy, he doesn't want to stay with me. Oh, he wants to sneak outside. So Aisha followed Muhammad in the middle of the night. How can a woman be sneaking and be following the husband in the middle of the night? Because they don't trust Muhammad. This is what happens in polygamy marriages. So Allah is supposed to have known best that you guys can never be justice to the women. You might love one than one. Let me tell you sincerity. When you marry, your body will age. Your body will age. That is how God made it. Your body will age. So once you give that 3, 2, and you are aging, the body starts losing certain qualities. So the man that loves you does not see the wrinkles, does not see the shape that is not well structured. The love is beyond your body. The man understood that when he met you, your shape and everything was intact. But now you are aging. You are aging. You are no more a young lady. That is what we call love. But the Muslims, when their first women are aging, they go in for younger ones. They go in for younger ones. This is an insult to you women. Bring the younger ones and start showering them love. Once the older ones, they just become a housewife with respect. But the love goes to the second wife. The love goes to the second wife. Because that one, the breast is standing on. The breast is standing on. The breast can jump 10,000 times. Now you see, mashallah, 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 Allah, Allah, thank you, Allah. Hey. If the women wake up, that is the end of Islam. Because now they have to retreat and do the dawah, the penis dawah, and the knowledge dawah. So we are destroying the knowledge dawah now. They are in trouble. Youth dawah is running away. So you see the Muslims, go and debate youth dawah. They know he's running away. Oh, and Jimmy for those who they know their sheikh is running away. Nobody's even talking about youth dawah here. But they'll be coming here, go and debate youth dawah. But youth dawah is running away. You got somebody all the time saying he wants to debate you. What do you have to do? What do you have to do? If you are not afraid, you just agree online. Everything is online. The person is always calling you. You have seen my videos. You have replied to them. So if you accept it, just say, God's general, I accept your debate. Then I will look for your contact. Where should we do it? Online or one-on-one? Then we arrange. Simple. You are always bragging on your platform. And then if you really want to debate me, you should let me know. I've been saying it all these years. You are running away. So tell your stupid followers that you are running away. Tell your stupid followers that you are running away from the general himself. So that they can stop bothering me to come and debate you. Because I am tired of their comment. I am tired of their comment. Your women are waking up. The youth, most of them are waking up. Nobody want to fight for Allah anymore. Nobody want to continue with polygamy. If Allah is a jealous God and doesn't need partners, please, the women, also tell your husbands, you don't want partners. The women say they don't want partners. Allah, will you listen to them? They don't want partners. Simple. If you, Allah, don't want partners, me too, I am a Muslim woman, I don't want partners. You see how stupid Allah is looking right now? You see how stupid your God is looking right now? That is Islam. When your brain starts working, you know that Allah is not a God that you can trust. Every Muslim, you see today the comment section, they have all disappeared. My Christian brothers, come and learn. Come and learn. God's general, I don't need numbers for anything. Where the Lord has brought me is enough for me. If you understood where we came from, how we started this ministry, from the forest, have nowhere to sleep. Today the whole world is watching me. I have friends all over the place, on the media, in Christian apologetic. What do I need again? I don't need anything. I'm known all over the world. Before I even went to Leeds Media, I was known already in the world. In Nigeria, everywhere. Go and watch my debate with UTI Dawa. Look at the numbers that we pulled on the media. We trended for 1 month, my debate with UTI Dawa. All I want is the Christians to come and learn. They should just come and learn. Period. So I'll end here. Let's play the last video, then we can wrap up. The last video. The last video. We are wrapping up, okay? We are wrapping up. So the Muslim women, you have seen the community, no job, children everywhere begging. That is the doings of Allah. Poverty is 90% rates in the Zogo community. No job for the youth. 12 years, 18 years, they are already doing scraps. They are picking metals and selling. It's either they start selling weed or cocaine, or they start stealing or robbing out of polygamy. This is the consequences of polygamy. Everyone wants to marry many women, but they don't have the means. And Allah said you can marry, so you don't think about you not having the means. The penis is calling you. You do the will of the penis. You do the will of the penis. Okay. Let's watch one more. Then let's go. Rasulallah, 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 Rasulallah. The Olosho religion. Rasulallah, Rasulallah. Olosho, Olosho, Rasulallah. Eva. Ashaoga. Ashaoga. Last one.
Do me like you go do them like
Allah said the women are having deficiency. Allah said you guys are stupid. Your brain doesn't work. That is why your testimony is equal to one man. 2 women against 1 man. It's so sad. Guys, I am done for today. I think tomorrow, by God's grace, we'll continue with our topic, Muhammad's calling. Then we explain certain things about Abraham and Moshe. So I think we have official K typing a lot of things. We will invite official K to come and rap out for us because I am done. Where is my water? Official K, we are waiting. Official.